Terin Humphrey, a member of Alabama's gymnastics team this year. Look close, you see those Olympic rings on her back left shoulder. That's because Terin had quite a summer before she came to Alabama. She spent some time in Athens, Greece. Even at first glance, it's obvious there's something special about this Alabama freshman. But truth be told, this probably isn't your first glance of Terin Humphrey. Terin was a member of the United States gymnastics team that won a silver medal in the 2004 Olympic Games. She also won an individual silver in Athens on bars.
She comes in with great expectations, knowing that she can have a great career here, but that she's going to be surrounded by a great family environment, teammates who support her and want her to be at her best.
The Olympics was a team, but it wasn't as tight as this team is. We all get along great, and it's like the closest team that I've ever been on. And just to have your team behind you all the way, it's just an amazing feeling.
Though Terin obviously came into the Crimson Tide program with a lot of fanfare, her attitude, or lack thereof, immediately endeared her to her teammates.
She's been received very well. I mean, what school wouldn't want an Olympian on their team, you know? And I've known Terin previously, and I mean, she's just an awesome kid.
We don't treat her any differently, and I mean, I don't think she expects to just, you know, because she went to the Olympics. I think she wants to be just a part of our team.
You would never know that she is a two-time Olympic silver medalist. And I think the biggest telling factor is when we took her back to the airport, she checked the silver medals in her luggage, and she carried her picture of Brad Pitt with her on the plane. So I think that shows how humble she is. You know, the medals are great and wonderful, but, you know, she's just all about being a part of this team and starting to have some fun again, and being a college student.
It's been going great. I love it here so much, and every meet is just a blast, and the crowd and the fans are so amazing and, you know, enthusiastic, so it's just great to go out there and compete.
While Terin is enjoying performing her routines, it can be just as much fun watching her, especially when she does her own patented move, the Humphrey.
Oh yeah, that's so cool. When she first came in and did it, I mean, it's so funny. Sometimes, like, the whole gym will kind of stop and we're watching her, you know, because she's doing such crazy, amazing stuff, you know, and it's so good.
Most gymnasts can't do a triple turn on the floor exercise without bobbling, more or less do it on the balance beam, you know, 4 feet off the ground, 4 inches wide, and complete 3 or 3.5 turns. It's quite incredible.
So far, Terin has just competed on bars and beam for the Tide, but vault and floor may not be far behind.
It's just going to take her time to get competitively ready on those couple of events, and we want to make sure that when we put her out there, she's ready, she's secure, and she'll have success, because I think, you know, the sport owes that to her, and it's what I promised her when she came here to Alabama.
Well, I had the pleasure of talking with Terin and her teammates a little earlier this season. At the time, she was only doing 2 events. Now, Lori, though, she's in the all-around.
Just in the last couple of weeks, she added floor exercise, one of the most difficult events to get back into competition form. Definitely a bonus for Alabama in terms of increasing their scoring potential. There was her triple turn.
Thought it was so interesting to hear her teammates talking about that, how impressed they were watching it. That just tells you how special that move really is.
She really does a high level of very good quality gymnastics. Here we're seeing some big difficult, a full twisting back handspring into a back handspring layout. Normally she connects all 3 of those elements. She was crooked out of the full twisting back handspring, chose not to connect it, which was probably a smart move right here. Had she connected it, she could have risked a fall, which would be a 5/10 deduction. We're seeing several of those twisting back handsprings from Terin. It's a very popular element in the elite system. She has more difficulty planned here into her dismount. 2 tumbling elements into a double back. Crucial to stay square. Oh, she bends her elbows just slightly in the back handspring, and that reduces her power into the double back. She under-rotates. It'll be a full 10th deduction on that landing. But right here, she shows off her originality. True international flair right there on the triple turn in wolf position.
Such a beautiful move there, but not the score Terin was hoping for, a 9-7.